everybody and welcome to episode 1 of the Liberty Lowdown. I'm Jenni Smith.
And I'm not Jenni Smith.
Who are you?
I'm Kay.
So the two of us work together in this studio and this show is all the Liberty loveliness that we talk about, well, daily.
Every day in the studio. We're going to share with you some crafty things, some bits about fabric, fashion, all the stuff that we normally chat about day to day, about what we love about Liberty.
There's going to be exciting news and we hope that you watch, share, subscribe and enjoy your time with us. L is for love. What are we loving at Liberty at the moment, Kay?
We are loving the look of the new leggings they've got in. So L is actually also for leggings this time. They've got some fab kind of exercisey looking leggings with a Liberty stripe down the side.
Yeah, the IFI stripe, there's the Liberty logo, so they're produced by Liberty. The fabric's printed at the mill in Italy in Lake Como.
Cool.
High-waisted.
Yeah.
Drawstring.
Yeah.
Pretty essential, I like a drawstring.
Yeah.
Would they inspire you to do some exercise?
So this could be the slight sticking point. We might actually have to do some exercise. And Jenni and I did both try the 30-day yoga challenge recently. I got to day 4.
I think I got to 6.
Okay, so you did
but then,
better
and we
than
were
me.
both loving it, but then life got in the way. But we do dance together. That's how Kay and I met. We tap dance and do modern dance together. So we do exercise.
We do, so we could wear them for dance, I suppose.
Yeah, they're really nice. One of the styles is the peacock feather and it's on all over print, and then the other is a bit more low key, so it's black, isn't it?
Yeah,
just with
I like
the Liberty
the look.
print on the side. They are for sale through Liberty themselves, through the store and online. About £90, but when you look at those high-end other things, Sweaty Betty, you're in that kind of price league, but they're going to inspire you to exercise, so they're probably going to be worth it, and we are thinking about it, aren't we?
Yeah, we'd like to know what you think about them.
Yeah, if anyone has got a pair, I know Krista, our quilty friend, bought some in Vancouver and had them shipped over, so we're going to catch up with her maybe before next time, but that's what we're loving, Liberty leggings.
I is for interiors. How can you bring a little bit of Liberty into your home? So this is a pattern by Robin Shapiro of The Strawberry Thief, and I made this for Jenni for Christmas, I think, last year. It's a crochet pattern, but you get to use up your scraps of Liberty fabric. So all those pieces you've got when you've maybe cut the backing of your quilt, or just some widths of fabric that you've got left over from various projects, this is perfect for that. So it's a brilliant upcycling project. Like I say, it's crochet, but it's not hard, it's one stitch. And I've used on this different scraps of Liberty lawn and the quilting cotton. I think the pattern suggests maybe you use lawn, and that is a bit easier because it's finer fabric. But I've mixed both in this and it was fine. It's just a bit kind of stiffer to get the stitches through on the cotton, but they work well together. It doesn't make a difference on the pattern. Jenni uses this, as you can see, to keep some little bits of scraps and stuff when she's working. So yeah, a brilliant little kind of upcycling project.
Okay, so if you're enjoying this show, don't forget to press subscribe and send us some comments. B, we're on B now, L-I-B is for book. Did I mention that we wrote this book, Quilting with Liberty Fabrics? It's been out since January. Lots of people around the world are starting to make the projects, which for us is when it properly comes to life, and it's amazing. So the quilt behind me is the Love and Kisses quilt from this block. It's one single, from this book even, it's one single block repeated, so it's a really accessible pattern. And a gorgeous thing that is happening in the world at the moment is that Lisa White, Morris Textiles in America, and Suzanne Campion in the UK have asked lots of people to use their Liberty stashes to make a block and send them to each person, some in America, some in the UK. It's the transatlantic Love and Kisses quilt, and at Festival of Quilts here in the UK at the end of July, 2 pieces of this quilt are going to be combined into one, and we're going to get to see it. It's amazing. So many people sharing stories, putting interesting prints into their blocks that have a personal meaning, and it's something we're very, very excited about. So if you have the book, you can make this quilt.
E is for exciting news, and this time we're going to be telling you about a wonderful project we're doing with the fantastic girls at O Pioneers.
So Oh Pioneers are a British fashion label. They created this beautiful dress that I am wearing here, and Clara and Tanya make dresses. They use dead stock Liberty fabric, create gorgeous designs.
Beautiful.
And sell them to many people, including lots of famous celebrities that you see on their feed. Check out their Instagram for sure. I looked at the feed quite a few months ago when we were just finishing off the book and was like, there's got to be scope for a nice quilty fashion collaboration. And on our first call with Clara, it was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, yes. Lots of shared ideas and aesthetics, yeah.
So, Oh Pioneers, inspired by the pioneering times in the US, the pioneers who brought quilting really to America as well. In the mid-19th century, I bought a gorgeous book on pioneer quilts. We looked at quilt blocks that have got interesting histories and stories, like the Ohio Star.
Yeah.
And between us, we decided to go for that, to create some quilt blocks that are then stitched into their new dress.
Yes.
What's it called?
It's the Jemima dress, and it's coming out really soon. If you do look on their Instagram, there's some sneak peeks already, aren't there, of photo shoot they did, using one of the quilts from the book actually in parts of it. And yeah, it's going to be a beautiful thing. It's
one of those dresses, a bit like this. You want to, when you put it on,
swish.
You want to swish, you want to stroll through a Tuscan landscape or something like that. Instantly makes you feel great. And having been locked down for ages, beautiful, nice dresses are good for the soul, I think. And the Oh Pioneers girls are very, they really believe that you should wear these clothes for every day, not ever keep them for best. And I think that's not a bad plan.
No.
R is for retro. So in this section we're going to look back at some old Liberty fabrics, vintage patterns, vintage finds that we buy to wear on eBay. And we're starting off this week, we're going right back to 1910, 1920 with this print called Elysian Day. She's a classic, she's in the Liberty Hall of Fame, but not in this colourway. So this was gifted to me. The good thing is when you love Liberty and you write a book about it, all your mum tells everybody, and then everybody finds nice bits of Liberty fabric and says, oh, give this to your Jenni. So little parcels quite frequently arrive from gorgeous people, and Margaret Robley is one of those people. So she used to dressmake with Liberty, she used to be an art teacher, she cut up some of her little precious scraps and gave them to me, and this is one of them. So this is Elysian Day in a gorgeous colourway. It's on classic Tana lawn now in different ones, but it's on Verona wool. So it's got a slightly different texture, and I've got quite a lot of these wools now building up, so they're going to be perfect for a quilt because they're really soft to touch. So that's your retro hit for the week. T is for Tana lawn, that iconic Liberty fabric that feels like silk even though it's cotton, originally with the cotton coming from Lake Tana in Ethiopia. So I have many Tana lawns. What to choose for the first episode? Well, I bought a brand new Tana lawn which I'm going to share, which is from the current season, and it is here, and it is called Daydream Believer, which I thought was quite apt, as I do daydream quite a lot of the time, which is how the idea to do this show came about. So the colour, basically I picked it out with Alison, who is my good friend who works in the haberdashery in London. There's a darker blue and a pink of this print, but she said this was good with my eyes and that I should just keep it simple. I was going to start mixing and matching and doing all sorts with it, but I just bought 3 meters of this loveliness. What am I going to make? Well, having worn this dress and felt really good, like we just said, dressing up and things, there's a new pattern out by Liberty, which is a similar style but shorter with a different sleeve. And here it is. So it's the Alexa frill dress. So 3 meters of this because I want to make it possibly a little bit longer. Not sure I want to get my knees out at this stage in my life, although maybe I should. And I'm going to sew this up. So this will be nice. We'll be able to share this project in a future episode when I can tell you all about the pattern, how it's sewed up, sizes and things like that. I think what the key to success is when you're dressmaking, don't dive in with the size that you think you are. measure yourself and measure against the finished garment sizes on here. And what I also do, because I have a dress of a similar style, but I do this whenever I start out a dressmaking project, is get the paper pattern, lay it out, get a garment that you know fits you well, and just lay it on top and eyeball roughly what size that's coming in at. Bearing in mind, you will then take it in a little bit with the seams, but it gives you an instant guide to if you're around your usual size or you need to size up. And there is no shame in that. Nobody's going to know. There is no size label in your finished garment, but if you've spent, you know, 70, 80 pounds on your fabric and you do it wrong, then you're going to be really unhappy. So there we go, Tana Lawn, Daydream Believer from this season. All the links are down below.
Y is for Your Makes. Last month we taught our very first virtual retreat all around Liberty fabrics and projects. We taught some wonderful ladies around the world and they have made some fantastic projects which we're going to share with you. Check out their social feeds on Instagram and Facebook. Give them some Liberty love. We are so proud of what they made over the weekend and what they've continued to make since then.
We hope you have enjoyed hanging out with us for some Liberty loveliness. Please like, please comment, tell us what you think. We are here to make this show exciting and for you guys and give you a little bit of what you want. So any ideas and comments, then do share them with us. And keep curious.
Love Liberty.